Hi guys, as promised, here's the loadout on DC WoW for munitions for top damage, and then we'll go through the loadout for controller. So let's quickly go through the powers. So first we have amplified heat vision that is made stronger by the artifact that I'm wearing. Shrapnel grenade in order to put the enemies burning. Chain gun because the damage is amplified by the burning effect. Rail guns, same issue. Burning enemies take additional damage. Mini nuke, basically this is almost a small supercharge. You take very good damage with this. And finally, big gun, the supercharge. No matter what anyone says, big gun is one of the top supercharges for damage currently. People sometimes complain that the supercharge is too low and it takes too long to charge. But that's the taking too long. I agree, but it's a good trade-off because the damage is very high indeed. So let's give it a test here. First, this shrapnel grenade, railguns, mini nuke. You rotate the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power until you get the supercharge ready. Then you repeat the entire, and I repeat, the entire attack range, which means you start like this, this, and this, and then you would launch the supercharge. This will amplify the damage of a big gun very much, which means you can take about you can take out about 59,000 to 64,000 currently with my current loadout. Okay guys, so for controller we'll delve into that following this. Okay, so let's get down to the controller loadout. So we have reload that gives power to 3 group members. I use Bird's Blitz, which is from the artifact of Birds of Prey. If you level it up, the time and the target's defense and healing will increase the time and the debuff effect. Here I use survival. Actually, not quite here. So survival will give you the possibility to dodge enemy fire and to actually take the aggro off you. So if you have a lot of mobs on you, just hit this and you're free to roam around the battlefield. So here we will have let me see, rounds, okay, defenses, right. What I use here is shrapnel grenade launcher in order to lower the target's defense damage output. Mind you that Bird's Blitz only debuffs the target's defense and healing ability. Also, as an extra attack, what I use is actually the rocket launcher to take off the healing in case Bird's Blitz fails. This is very useful as well because while they explode, the enemies are thrown into the air, so it's a controlling effect as well. it stuns the enemies. So as supercharge, what I use is active protection system, which generates protective shield and gives power back to your entire team. This is very useful, although it takes a little bit to charge. I do recommend it, all of you guys, to use it. As an added bonus, let's check out one last loadout. Actually, I use this one for single target, although it's very hard for munitions to select a single target without precision. So what I use is shrapnel grenade launcher in order to put them in burning. This actually generates an area of effect damage, of damage. As I said, it's very hard for munitions to target one single target. 5-barrel minigun, again an AoE. Railguns, again an AoE, but there's a solution for this, which is particle gun. You can actually replace the railguns for particle gun. This will hit one enemy only. And small package. Small package, you lower into a defensive position, but you take out a small gun and do a series of attacks. If the enemy is below 35% of health, this deals an extra damage output. This one is similar to a mini nuke, which is the 50 cal. The 50 cal does a tremendous amount of damage if used properly. As a supercharge, I use on this loadout the Neo Venom boost to just boost up my damage output. Let's test out this loadout. Mind you that I didn't test out the controller because I'm not in a group presently. So let's test this out. First this one. This one. As you can see, this hits only one enemy. This hits one enemy, and this hits one enemy. Basically, the 50 cal does the same damage as the mini nuke, so 51,000 if used properly, 45,000 if it is used as a solo attack. With the Neo Venom boost, you almost triplicate the damage, but you can also put on this loadout big gun, which hits only one target, in order to get that extra damage output. Basically, as the name implies, let's check out what I'm using on the armor mods. On the head socket, I have supercharged big gun, which grants me 10% more supercharge back when we fire the big gun and hit the target, mind you. On the neck, escalating might, which increases my might for 2% for 8 seconds when you hit an enemy with superpower. On the back, I use accelerated mounted turret. This is only good if you have this supercharge, which currently I don't have. Accelerated mounted turret replaces big gun and actually does almost the same damage as big gun, but basically you're sitting on a mounted turret. On the chest we have core strength, which gains an additional 2% damage. On the legs I use restorative chain gun. This actually heals a small amount of power and health back to you when you use a chain gun. On the feet I use Tumbling Master in order to give me that extra dodge roll. On the hands, I use max damage because when I use a superpower, it increases the damage 2% for a short time. On the weapon, I use Blast Adapter. Basically, it does additional damage to all nearby enemies besides your target. So, an AoE booster. On additional mods, I have Might head mods. One from Birds of Prey, one of Thanagar, because I still do a lot of Thanagar content. And finally, Mighty Implant, fully buffed up to the max. Basically, that's it for the damage loadouts. Let's check out the controlling effects and mods. So let's check this out. Basically, on the armor, you just have to pick and choose stuff that actually restores power back to you, which is very important. The troller must have power in order to give power. Vital implants all the way up. Some people use 1 or 2 mods of dominance augments, but I find that a little bit bad because sometimes the aggro you generate takes the aggro away from the tank. So keep the dominance to a minimum. Although dominance is very good for your controlling effects. As for the head mods, adaptive augments, vital power cores of Birds of Prey, all the way. Basically, that's it for the loadouts of munitions, guys. As you might know, my identification on DC UO is DC EU Batman. So you guys can look me up if you need extra help with the loadouts. Basically, that's it, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment below. If you have additional loadouts, I would very much be appreciated, and I will be happy to do further videos to test them out. Okay? Thanks, guys.